I've come so far away from home. There's no way I'm turning back now. My destination is unknown, so I'll keep pushing, never slow down. A big blue sky, a pocket of dreams, a head full of hopes, possibilities.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This time I have an exciting journey to take you guys on. I will be doing a fat loss diaries, and this is episode 1, where every week I gather all the data, my weigh-ins, document my food, document my exercises, and basically anything else that will help me on my fat loss journey. So my goal is to lose 10 kilograms, and I will be releasing weekly episodes every Sunday until I achieve my goal. A wonderful way to hold me accountable, but to take you guys along for the journey for in case you want to join me. So every week I focus on 5 key aspects to help me achieve this goal. Every week will be different, and I'll be gathering the data so that I can see what works and what doesn't, and obviously change the things that didn't work the next week. My goal with this is to not only lose the 10 kilograms, but also to help me achieve and maintain a long-term healthy lifestyle. This started 2 weeks after I completed my Chloe Ting challenge, which was my first weight loss challenge for the year. I will link that video in the description in case you want to see where my journey started. Which brings me to key aspect number 1, gathering the data. You cannot reach any of your goals if you don't know where you're starting, where you're going, or without taking weekly analytics to document whether your plans are actually working or whether they need some tweaking. Step 1, let's do the measurement. This will be a weekly full body check from all angles, the front, back, and the sides, as well as my weight on the scale. I'm measuring kilograms. I will be taking my measurements over various body parts because sometimes the scale does not reflect accurately, and I am aware as a woman during the menstrual cycle time, we can be up to 2 kilograms heavier that week, yet still lose centimeters. As you can see, I did all my measurements. This is my starting point. Spoiler alert, I lose a lot of weight this first week. Stay tuned if you want to see exactly how. Aspect number 2 is a detox and a parasite cleanse. This is just for week 1 and 2 focus because I like to clean up my system and just make sure that everything is running smoothly. Get rid of parasites, and if you don't do a parasite cleanse every 6 months, you definitely have an infestation because most foods contain parasites. It's not just something you get randomly out there. I also try to think of my body as a car. If you don't fuel your car, if you don't change the oil, if you don't let all the systems work properly, it does eventually crash and burn and not run the way that you want it to. So consider this detox and parasite cleanse as cleaning out the systems. Honestly, our bodies are designed to detox themselves, but with the environment that we live in today, between the air that we breathe that is not good quality air, especially if you're living in an area where there's a lot of traffic, our water has got bacteria, our foods have got pesticides, all of this takes so much extra strain on your body. And especially when you're doing a parasite cleanse, you want to make sure that the die-off of those parasites are also properly eliminated, which is exactly what I did this week. I'm doing a herbal parasite cleanse. Wonderful, wonderful parasite cleanse. I'm only doing it for 12 days though, so it will be through week 1 and then it will be 5 days into week 2. What I did not know about this parasite cleanse is that it not only kills parasites and the eggs, but it also cleans out your bowels as well as removes any mucoid plaque, whatever, how to say that. And it also just helps reset your gut, which I was shocked this first week with the things that came out of me. No, I did not see any parasites. They're probably microscopic. But the other things, like even my gut lining was shedding, and that was such a shock to me. It was so severe at a stage that I even had a little bit of intestinal bleeding. But that was because I did vigorous exercise. Unfortunately, when you are doing a detox like this, you should avoid ab exercises and excessive jumping because your body needs all of its energy to try and rebuild and repair your entire intestinal walls and gut system and everything. Lesson learned. I try to increase my hydration during this because I also know when your body is underneath a detox process, you need to make sure you're getting in enough liquid. So parasite cleanse went very well for the first week. I did have some intestinal pain, tummy pains, but I noticed it's whenever I did something wrong, like if I have coffee on an empty stomach, if I would drink my herbal tablets without a meal, that would also cause problems. So After I did my research properly, it went a lot more smoother, and I must say I'm feeling a lot more healthy than what I felt in years. I don't know why I waited so long to do this cleanse, but I'm glad I did it. Then the last step in my detox process was I took zeolite, volcano ash to be exact. You just take that every night. I had severe headaches that seemed to help, so I do know that the parasites were releasing a lot of toxins in my system. Therefore, I had to take the binder with it every night. But it also did make me sleep quite well because zeolite works with a push-pull system. It not only takes out everything negative, but it also puts back in essential minerals. The only problem though is I had low iron levels, which resulted in very low energy throughout the week because zeolite does stop the absorption of iron and zinc, but that's also why I only took it at night right before bed. Key aspect number 3 is my workout plan. So I did aim to work out 5 days this week, but unfortunately due to the parasite cleanse, I was not feeling myself. I had very, very, very low energy. Like I cannot even explain to you. I did end up doing the best that I could, which was 3 workouts during the week. Tuesday, I did the 17-minute upper body dumbbell workout with growing ananas. Wednesday, I decided to do that Chloe Ting workout. That's 30 minutes. It's a high intensity workout. And that was where I made my mistake and realized I cannot do this while on this parasite cleanse because that's when I had intestinal bleeding. Luckily not a lot, and it stopped within a couple of hours. Then I knew, okay, there was a go ahead again. I can keep up with the tablets, otherwise I would have had to stop them. It was definitely triggered by the exercise. After Wednesday, I had to rest on Thursday, and then Friday, I was planning on doing a 20-minute Pilates workout, and then my TV fooled me. It glitched and it threw me into a 40-minute indoor working workout, which I'm actually so grateful I did because I got a lot more active time, and as you can see in the footage, I was very weak and tired. I really was not my best self this last week. This detox process really took a toll on me. I felt so good after this workout, and it was exactly what I needed. I could not handle more than that. In total, my active time for the week was 1 hour and 27 minutes. Then on to key aspect number 4, food and nutrition. I did not have a very big appetite this week. I would fast up until lunchtime, and then lunch, I want to show you a couple of examples of what I ate during the week. I try to really focus on especially eggs during lunches. It's a complete protein, which is exactly what my body needed in repairing and rebuilding my gut lining. Also try to get in as many fresh fruits and vegetables. Would sometimes put like chicken in my eggs for extra protein. And I would only have my coffee in the afternoon, way after that, so that I don't clash with the iron absorptions. As for dinners, stir fries, I'm going to show you a couple of examples what I focus on, but it was also whole foods. The foods that I eliminated during this week were gluten, excess sugars. I totally avoided seed oils. Everything that I make is made in coconut oil, and that has been the best decision I've ever made. It got rid of a lot of bloating in my body and swelling. Meats that I ate were very pure, not processed meats. It hasn't got fillers in. There's no sausages, no cold meats, nothing like that. It's just basically chicken, fish, or beef mince. As for my starches, I focused mainly on rice and potatoes. I kept it very simple. Last but not least, key aspect number 5, getting rid of a bad habit that has been holding me back. My number 1 bad habit has been I would eat very little throughout the day, and then about 10 o'clock at night, I've spoken about this before, I get into binge eating, and then I eat everything wrong that time of the night. I'm so proud to say I kicked that habit this week. I did not have one night where I fell back into old paths and just ate so much before bed. No, I had my supper nice and early by 7 o'clock at the latest, and then I had my zeolite later on the detox, and I stay completely away from eating right before bed. My main reason for this is if you're eating right before you go sleep, you are definitely going to store that as fat, because when you eat during the day, you're very active and your body can burn off those calories. Where when you eat at night, your body's supposed to be in a recovery phase as you sleep. But now you're putting that food into your body, and as you're sleeping, you're not burning off that energy, and your body's converting it to store it as fat. And your body's also using all of its energy for digestion instead of repair, and this is why people get chronic illnesses. And this is why I had to stop this really bad habit. That was the greatest thing I did this week in my weight loss results. Through all of this, I'm proud to say I lost over 2 kilograms this week. But please come back next Sunday so that you can see the full weigh-in and results comparison between week 1 and week 2, because I always do my analytics at the start of my episodes every time for the new week. So let me know in the comments if you have any questions, and I will do my best to answer you all as fast as possible. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you'd like to see me through this entire journey and see how long it takes me to lose these 10 kilograms in the most healthiest, natural way possible. Thank you so much for watching, and I appreciate each and every one of you for taking the time out to support me. Until next time.